Hey guys, so we're going to talk about the hand plane again. Real quick, let's go over the parts. So remember, if I pull this top piece off, this is my what? Lever cap. Okay, I have my lever cap. Below that, I have my blade. And then on top of that, that's bolted down. Remember, I have my chip breaker, that little one with the little lump on it. Okay, then again, we have the body of the plane, or what do we call it? The sole. Okay, remember that the sole has a toe, and a heel. And we also have the mouth. Mouth is the most important part, right? That's the part that our blade sticks through, okay? Then we have our frog. And remember, our frog is where we have all of our adjustment knobs. So we have the wheel to adjust the blade out and in. Then we also have the side-to-side lateral adjustment knob, right? And remember that skewed the blade in our mouth, different angles, okay? So today, what's gonna happen is last day when I gave you your block, that little block of wood, looks something like this block of wood that I have here, right? When I gave you that little block of wood, there were some sides that were rough and some sides that were smooth, right? And I asked you to take your hand plane and go and hand plane your block so that all of your sides were smooth, okay? So you should have a block like this. It's sitting on the table saw, okay? You're gonna take your hand plane today, and not only can your hand plane be used for smoothing things, making them smoother, getting rid of all this roughness, but they can also be used to add angles, okay? So what we're gonna do today is make a whole bunch of door stops, okay? You can take your doorstop home if you would like, or I know that the janitors are looking for more door stops and would love it if you would donate your block to them. So what I'm gonna do on here is I'm gonna kind of draw myself a little doorstop shape, something that I like. Remember that the taper has to come down far enough. Actually, I'm gonna do more of an angle than that. Taper has to come down far enough that it can actually fit under the door and wedge the door open, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'll erase that little bit of a line. Okay, I'm going for that kind of shape. All right, how do I do an angle with a tool designed to do straight cuts? Good question, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my block, clamp it into my vise. Remember that your block of wood cannot go too far into your vise, otherwise you'll run it into the metal, and then our vise or our hand planes are really dull and they're not very much fun to use, okay? I'm gonna stand up in a second here and then you're not gonna see my face, but you'll still be able to hear me and you'll be able to see the most important part, which is this block of wood, okay? So right now I have the rough surface up. All I'm gonna do is smooth it. Remember I showed you that in order to be in control, if you lift up, place the mouth so that the mouth is not on your piece of wood, and then push. That's the most in control you can be with your hand plane. Okay, once you get through the initial roughing, you should be starting to get nice shavings, okay? Now I have a nice smooth board, okay? That was almost dangerous. I almost threw this on the floor. Remember, when you're not using this, to put it into the tool well in the middle. That way the table can shake and the hand plane doesn't go anywhere. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, and I should draw maybe on this side, then you can see it better, is I'm gonna start to angle this. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put the mouth, but instead of starting it off the piece of wood, I'm gonna start it up close. So I'm gonna set the mouth there and take a shaving. Go a little further back, take a shaving. A little further back, take a shaving. Then start over. Mouth at the front. Okay, I need to take just a little deeper shaving. So I'm there, push, back a little further, push, back a little further, push, front. You can do a couple up at the front. Again, I'm gonna get, I think I have some shaving stuck or something. I'm not getting oh, that's my problem right there. The angle on my blade's out just a bit. Let's try this again. There we go. Oop, might have came out too much. Yep, I did too. Came out too much. Stuck the blade out too much. It's getting too grippy and I get these weird ugly lines that I don't like. So let's take it back. So now I have nothing. So I'm gonna adjust that just a bit. Oops, saw fell. Now I'm getting really light shavings. I want just a little deeper. I want just a deeper. There we go. Okay, short, longer, longest. Short, longer, longest. I'm gonna give myself just a little more blade. Short, longer, longest. Short, and you can do a couple at the short. And move back. Short, longer, longest. Short, long. Short, medium, long. Short, medium, long. Notice I'm not letting the mouth come very far back. Okay, you should already start to see, and you can see a little bit, that block of wood is starting to get a bit of an angle. Okay, you're just gonna keep going and going until you get your block of wood all the way down to a nice point. Okay, and that's all you're doing today. Have fun, stay safe. Remember that the hand planes, when you're done with them, blow all the shavings out, put it back over where our hand planes go nicely, and that should be it. I'll see you guys after the break.